and not sit there and smack back and forth and make fun of people when they're talking. And you weren't there. And so when you're sitting there doing that, it's not disrespectful. And my comments were cut out in the video. Did you know that when you watch it on the city? When you watch it on TV,
I thought
they were cut out. Yeah, they were cut out. So it just makes her look that much better. So when she's sitting there and people are doing public comment, and she's sitting there going back and forth and mocking the people that are speaking, that's disrespectful. She's a public official. She is paid to sit there and listen to people.
I understand that.
So when she starts out that way, no. When people are not being disrespectful, in that meeting they were not being disrespectful.
Clapping in a meeting is disrespectful. Interrupting people is disrespectful.
We were at the Board of Supervisors meeting. That day we were not. Nobody was doing anything.
I actually watched
every were sniping back and forth.
I'm not saying she's a perpetrator.
Right. So she started to disrespect.
Being disrespectful like this.
We were not disrespectful that day. We were sitting there
I'm talking about this evening.
And I'm talking about that day. Disrespect is disrespect. She's an elected official. She is paid to sit there in that meeting and show the people who are speaking respect. She cannot do that. As somebody who's been in office so long, and she cannot show the public with common decency that they were showing her at that point, then she is not worthy of any respect. And you have no right to defend her.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. We were respectful to her at that meeting. Nobody mocked her, nobody clapped, nobody did anything. She sat there like a little school child with brooms.
Okay, I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that.
And I can because I was there. And I spoke to it during my comments. So when you want to sit there and talk disrespect, you start with your employer. You turn around and say, you did not show people respect. No, when you want to talk disrespect, you talk to her. Because when she turned around and mocked us,
oh, bye, Dr. Faye. Thank you so much for coming in.
then you talk to her. Because she's the one who started it and she was disrespectful to the public that she is paid to
So much more has happened than this. I understand you guys have just come to the party now.
No,
But so
we were
much
there a while ago.
It's even come before I was there. Okay? They've been talking about this for years.
Yeah, and our allies have been at the jail planning task force
The
meeting.
ACLU is not the only expert on force. That's what I'm going to tell you.
This isn't just about the ACLU.
You keep
This is
mentioning all of these
this is about
organizations.
your
I've
former-
worked directly with those
This
organizations.
isn't
I have
just about
complete respect.
this isn't just about the ACLU. This is about the former county manager, the former county controller,
Okay, then you
the
can
civil
talk
grand jury
about it.
report, the
I've read the
consultants-
civil grand jury
the
report. We're not
consultants-
going to speak about
the
Mr. Bosch. He's
consultants-
not here to protect himself and talk about why he resigned.
Please, to protect himself, all the media reported
No,
on
I
it.
think he can report. I think he can speak for himself. He can share.
She thinks that
Don't
Why?
distract from the
Why
issue.
he? No, I'm not.
No,
You
you're
mentioned
saying-
it.
you're
You
saying-
mentioned it. Do not
now who's
speak
pointing?
about
Now
it.
who's pointing?
You're saying
That's
there's
not-
Now
only
who's
one
pointing?
expert.
I was doing this to you and you were like, I'm pointing.
No.
You're saying
No, this
really?
you're saying that there's only one expert.
I've traveled everywhere. I've lived everywhere. I've never seen it. Oh, no, that's not true. There's that one country where you have to stay within a perimeter, but everybody's incarcerated in that one city. I'm not sure if that was India or something, but it's a really interesting program.
You know, there's this really distant place called Santa Clara County where they're actually implementing a lot of the things that the state recommended as far as not building jails,
Well, I
but
think
And all the
releasing
things that you
people
say that we can't do here.
pre-trial
I'm not saying we
release.
can't. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying we can't. I'm saying to you, people won't.
Really? Because when we go out in the community and talk, no one I've talked to, granted, yes, we are presenting it with our perspective,
Yes, you are.
but no one we've talked to is for a new jail. Whether it's for the societal reasons or the fiscal reasons, no one is for it. The only one person I've talked to who's been for it was a union member who thought it would bring jobs to the county. That's the only person I've talked to who thinks this is a good idea. In Redwood City, EPA, Menlo Park,
Okay.
across the county.
All right, that's fair.
So what is it about?
That's fair. So you know what I say? Those people should come out and vote, and have voted for a different supervisor that's not going to support this jail, that's going to do everything that they can to stop the process, to do everything they can to make sure that nothing goes towards a new jail.
Well, and you know, maybe they'd be
All
more
right.
inspired to vote if they thought these people were listening to them.
Well,
There's a reason why
so
people
you're
are out.
saying
I
that,
don't know. I mean,
only voters count, so what about the entire immigrant community? What about anybody
I'm
that's
an
not
immigrant, so yes, I have a complete
Are you a
understanding
citizen?
of that. Yes, I am an American citizen.
Okay, well, what about the people that aren't? What about the people that aren't voters? And you just said that, well, people should have voted, and then,
Well,
since they didn't.
we're talking about mainly people within the political process who actually can vote for their leaders. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we're working within the confines of what we're given legally.
But the problem with this is that it affects those that cannot vote.
I agree.
Parolees, people in prison.
I agree. And believe me, the supervisor, look it up, the supervisor is the only woman who has spoken up on the issue of prison-based gerrymandering. Okay? You guys have a lot of complaints about her, and I can understand that. I'm not for or against anything. That's not my job. My job is to make sure she's most informed and she makes her decisions. Okay? But what I'm saying to you is that when the supervisor leaves, I cannot speak for anyone else, but believe me, their take on public safety is going to be a lot different. It's not going to involve job creation. It's not going to involve such robust programs. And that's all I'm saying is like, when you had a colleague who implied that the reason why she put together the job fair was because of her vote, had nothing to do with it. She knew no one was going to do it. She thought people were going to do it. At the last minute, they did not commit to it. She said, this is my only time that I'm going to actually pull people together from the counties, from the community, okay, including faith-based folks, county leadership, and her office to actually bring the 30 employers that came through the 300 people who came pre-registered.
So why didn't it happen until after all the bad media came out about the jail? You keep talking about
because
us.
we didn't talk about it. I'm being honest with you.
No, you keep talking about this being a new fight for us.
No,
You've been working on
this is
this
not
for
a new
years.
fight.
So why hasn't you done this last year? Why hadn't you
said,
done this 2 years ago?
I can't speak to that. I'm only
Please,
going to
this is
keep
damage
staff
control.
for.
This is damage control.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I can't even have a normal without you making assumptions about me. I don't even know where you're from.
I'm
I
not
have no
assuming.
assumptions about you.
I'm not making assumptions about you at all.
Really? Are you
No.
sure? Okay. Because it feels like you are.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the supervisor.
I'm just saying, I can't speak to what
Are
you
you
did
the
2 years
supervisor?
ago. No, of course not.
Okay, so
I severed her
where do
pleasure.
you come into this?
You're
You don't.
talking to me. We're having a dialogue. But your
This isn't a
belligerence,
dialogue.
your anger, this is why people aren't going to listen to you.
Belligerence? Did you see your own behavior during this meeting?
It's inappropriate when you guys are yelling catcalls like, "Wah," like whoever did that from the very beginning. That was very inappropriate. I have been a
And
community
my colleague
organizer. I've done a
my
lot of
colleague
work
has
on
already
this.
told you about her inappropriate behavior when we've been going
Yes,
to these
I
board meetings.
understand that. I
Her
understand
inappropriate
that.
behavior to people who have gone up and talk about their time in jail, incarcerated,
I'm not
rolling
saying,
their eyes,
I'm not. She's saying she's a perfect
rolling their
woman.
eyes, doing
I'm not
this.
saying that.
So when we come here and do that, pay attention to context.
But seriously,
Pay attention
that
to
to you,
context.
that's mature. If you feel you've been offended in a meeting that occurred 6 weeks ago, you feel that it's appropriate that you use your free time to do that, as opposed
If
to
you're going
really
to use a
dialoguing
tone
on
argument,
it.
you tell your employer to model the behavior that you want
I'm
us
just
to
saying,
see.
you sound so angry. I can't even have an exchange with you. I can't even say, okay, how can I be helpful to you moving forward? Because I'm on my way out, obviously, and let me connect you with organizations we have been working with.
You
or
defending your
faith-based.
tooth and nail is not helpful.
I'm not. No, I'm doing my job. Okay, but I have worked on these issues thoroughly. So don't make assumptions about me. I'm doing my job. Okay, what's inappropriate is I can't even advocate for you guys, because if I talk to my boss, she's going to be like, "Are you crazy? They were the same people who just fired me." Okay, that's what I would think if I was a person. I don't
You
know.
do realize that
you
we've
know,
talked to other county government officials and other aides and
and I
other chiefs
can't.
of staff already,
And I can't. I can't speak
none of them
to
have
anyone.
acted the way you have tonight. Okay?
Okay, well, they're not as, we'll say, passionate about protecting their boss.
So when it's us, it's our tone, but when it's you, it's passive.
No, it's not. But when I tell you that you should not be interrupting, because already we wanted everyone to be able to have a chance. As it is, it's too time constrained. We went past the time, which we
And you
felt bad
started 20
about.
minutes late, so
Yeah, we didn't want to. The reason why is because nobody was here yet. Would you rather have us started with 6 people in here? I mean, I don't think that would have been good. The supervisor doesn't like to start meetings late. But, she was like, let's wait a little longer. People want to get here. People are at work, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I think you people...
If you wanted people to get here, you should have done better media for it.
We didn't
found
do
out through-
media. We didn't do media. We
You don't want
specifically
the
went
public
through
to
the
come out.
cities.
You don't want the public
We don't
EPA.
consider the media as our way of getting folks to places, just like we did for the job fair. We do it through faith-based leaders, the city, and CBOs that we work with. The
So it
media
doesn't
has their
matter.
own. The media has their
I'm not talking
own
about having an
constituency.
article. I'm saying in the events section.
I don't know what that is. I don't
You haven't seen a classified ad section
No, I
before,
have,
an event
but that's
section?
not how we
Or a
traditionally.
community calendar before?
But no, I do. We do.
So where
but
was
that's
this
not
on the
how
community
I
calendar?
traditionally-
It wasn't there.
No, it
I
wasn't.
found out this because I am a former county employee.
Right, and we got to send it to the
And
county and the cities.
This was not well publicized at all.
No, it wasn't. You're right.
So how is this a town hall?
Well, it was dialogue in the sense, but it is true
The point I'm
that we
getting
are
at-
far more committed to the job fair
The point I'm getting at is that
this
you're-
past Thursday
the point I'm getting
than we
at-
were at this one.
The point I'm getting at is that you're saying that we shouldn't be interrupting when we have this limited time to actually contribute and actually say something
So
here.
why don't you make a meeting with her office? Why have you tried doing that?
The only person who's gotten back to us is Supervisor Pine, and you guys all know that.
No, I don't.
Yes.
We're gonna load up the car.
All right, no, that's great. Thank you.
When we have 2 minutes in public comment, sometimes
No,
90
I'm not
seconds.
talking about the 2 minutes in public comment. I'm talking about an actual sit down.
The only
I-
sit down we've gotten,
We've never
the only
heard.
outreach we've gotten is with Dave Pine.
Did you guys
You know
actually
that.
submit? No, I don't. I don't work for Dave Pine. I work for one supervisor, and they all work separately. as required by
We've
the Brown
had,
Act.
you
Who
know,
did you speak with in terms of getting a
I didn't
scheduled
personally,
meeting
but
with
I
the
know,
supervisor?
that many people have emailed all of the supervisors, not
No,
just mine,
no,
asking for a meeting,
Okay, what I'm at-
asking to talk, asking questions.
Okay, I guess-
Can we have FaceTime?
All right, well, so I guess.
Mine is the only response we've gotten.
All right, I don't know that either.
So when we only have 2 minutes in public comment,
Mm-hmm.
or 90 seconds if we're cut short, and we only have this limited time here, you're gonna get interruptions.
I totally
People
understand.
do that because they feel like they aren't being heard.
I totally
So before you get at us for our tone, for interrupting, you need to look at how well you've actually reached the community, and that's why I bring up the community calendar issue. This wasn't publicized well at all.
Okay. Yeah, it's my job to be the bulldog. I would not be a good chief of staff. In fact, I should be fired if I cannot be her first person in the line. Okay? That's why I'm who I am. Just like you guys are the bulldogs for the alternative voice, right? That's what people probably think you are, or whatever. Whatever it is people are saying, I have no idea.
Our job is to come out and speak for those that are too afraid to come in front of the police chief, too afraid to come in front of the county officials.
Absolutely. And you shouldn't be afraid. There's no reason why you should be afraid. They work for you. You pay them. Okay? They work for you. But that's all I'm saying. It's like when it becomes this, if that's not dialogue, okay? That's ridiculous.
Why are all these experts on criminal justice wrong? And
Yes,
why
no,
are
he
sheriff
isn't the
wrong?
only expert.
I'm not asking you.
The supervisor has reviewed a lot of this thoroughly for years.
I told him, we have our own.
Why is everyone wrong except the sheriff?
The sheriff. You think we just based our decision on the sheriff?
So why isn't...
And look, like
why
I told
isn't
you,
CJJ
there is
really-
no reason for me to stand here and continue debating this with you. You
True,
don't like my
true,
decision I made.
You're termed out, but you do represent my district.
Yes, and I've answered you. I had information that I used for
And
my decision.
it's a very inadequate
And you don't like the
Not that I
answer.
don't like it, you're evading the question. All right?
You can take it anywhere you